Welcome back to Master Builders TV. As we head towards a federal election based on IR, we catch up with Nigel Hatchkiss and Matt Barr from Fair Work Building and Construction, who have been briefing our members. Nigel, welcome back to the Northern Territory and welcome back to Master Builders TV.
Absolute pleasure, David.
Can you tell our members a little about what FWBC does for our industry?
Well, FWBC stands for Fair Work Building and Construction. It's a Commonwealth agency. Principal role, David, is to enforce workplace laws on Australia's building and construction sites. In particular, anything to do with coercion, for instance, your members or employees or even union officials for that matter being coerced. We're also responsible for freedom of association on building sites. That's things like no ticket, no start, or people being forced to join an industry association or trade union. We're responsible for what's called unlawful industrial action. That is, people going on strike in an unlawful fashion. Now that could be not just workers, it could be, say, union officials inciting workers to go on strike. And likewise, it could be employers, it could be your members paying people whilst they're partaking in an unlawful strike.
What do you see as the key priorities for 2016?
Well, David, as you'd be aware, there's legislation before the Parliament at the moment to restore the ABCC and also to bring in what's called the Building Code 2014. But regardless of whether the legislation goes through or not, it's fair to say our agency will continue trying to enforce the rule of law on Australia's building and construction sites.
Matt, welcome to Master Builders TV.
Thanks, Dave. Pleasure to be here.
What are the things you're looking for when you audit sites across the Territory?
We're looking for any undue pressure or undue influence on subcontractors by head contractors or first-tier subcontractors in the tendering contractual processes.
And in those audits, what have you found?
We're finding that head contractors aren't enforcing compliance with the building code down the contractual chain, and we're finding that contractors aren't ensuring that contractors are compliant on an ongoing basis through the life of a project. We're also finding that contractors are requiring subcontractors to make over-award payments, which is outside the workplace arrangements of those subcontractors. We're also finding the industrial action is not being reported through to our agency.
Drug and alcohol testing became part of the building code in late 2015. What have you found when looking at sites in terms of how that issue has been dealt with by contractors?
We're finding that contractors aren't using objective methods of testing for drug and alcohol on their projects. We find that higher risk activities aren't being targeted. And we're also finding that selection of personnel to be tested hasn't been done in an ethical manner as required under the code.
The building code is central to everything that we do in this industry. If you'd like more information about that or any other matter, remember this is your association and you should feel free to call.